And it froze.
Did it really freeze?
Yeah.
Sick.
Awesome.
It's fine. He's going to fix that. What's up, guys? It's Monday, obviously. This is me. I'm Eric. That's John Luke. We are going to check out Destiny 2 PC beta, which is closed beta.
Game executable stopped working.
That's fine. That's because we've been messing around with stuff. It's a closed beta today if you pre-ordered. However, it's an open beta tomorrow. So if you want to check it out, just watch here today if you haven't pre-ordered. If not, you can check it out tomorrow for free. The one major difference, obviously, other than keyboard and mouse here, would be that there's, I think, one new Crucible map
that's what
that's new. That's not on console. Hopefully now I can go to Game Pip because we got that hot Bungie now. Okay. Alt-Z for GeForce Experience. What's up, everybody, though? Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it, of course.
Recording started.
We are going to go Warlock, Forcer. Or no, we're not. I lied to you.
No, you're not.
He's a hunter.
I'm a hunter.
I'm sorry.
Hunter for life.
I thought Warlock in my head because I remember last time you were capturing Warlock footage, but you're technically Hunter is your way of life. My way of life is Titan, but you can go Hunter. Let's do it.
Look at that spin. Aw, yeah. So good.
Here we go.
Okay, so it let me set resolution in the beginning, but it didn't let me go into like the graphical settings.
We'll see all the FOV slider stuff in a second.
We'll get into that. Do we want to watch this again? Or
I don't know. That's a good question. I think we can skip. I'm
going to make the decision to skip.
Yeah, I'm going to go skip. I'm going to go skip.
We just want to get right to the game.
It's there for you guys to watch all over the place. It's nothing new there. So, but yeah.
You see, Bob Jones gets it. Hunter.
Yeah, Bob Jones. Can you play beta with controller? I'm not sure. We haven't tested it. I wouldn't be shocked if you could. Like, I would think you could, rather, is what I would say. But I don't know about beta. We haven't tried it. But I would assume that once it comes out, you should be able to. So. How long is the beta for? I believe it's 3 days, if I recall correctly. I think 28th to the 31st. I'll double check that for you right now. So we're going to go through the first mission here. It's Homecoming, right?
Homecoming or some Towerfall?
No, I'm going with Homecoming. No, I don't remember. Nolan. North. Yeah, it ends the 31st at 10 a.m. However, with console version, they did extend it. They did extend the beta. I remember that. So they wanted to keep testing stuff, obviously. So, and the other interesting fact, if you guys didn't know this, is that it's on the Blizzard app. It's on Battle.net, essentially. Harry Vickers, we actually did bring back Cam and Seb for a limited run at E3, at the E-Triple. They were on our co-op stage. And, you know, every now and then we do still partner with them, and we love them. I miss Cam and Seb personally, but, you know, they got their own. They're part of the UK office. They did Skyrim mods, among other fun things. They have their own kind of
Let's get into these settings. I feel like I just want to get into
cool. Let's check out hot settings here. Dude, it looks like your mouse is crazy high sensitivity.
It's pretty high. I'm okay with it for now.
Oh, see? Bob, there you go. There's controller if you were to play controller, so that's good.
Yep.
That kind of
yeah, right now I feel like it's just on the edge. Maybe we'll
all right,
adjust
well,
it.
you can always adjust it.
Potentially fine. Key mapping, all that good stuff.
Pretty straightforward. So this was tough for me when I played PC the first time because I was used
to... You can choose hold zoom or toggle zoom.
That's nice. I was so used to playing muscle memory-wise controller that like it was really weird to play keyboard, but like once you kind of get used to it, I think that when you played, you thought that the key bindings and stuff were great. They were fine.
I thought they were fine, yeah.
FOV?
See, yep, there is a hot FOV slider.
What's max? 100? Or can you go higher than that? Oh, you can. 105 is the max.
That's a bit weird. Let's try 100.
Okay.
See how weird it looks. Graphic settings. So defaulted to custom. Not max anti-aliasing. Okay. Texture quality highest. Shadow. Depth of field, environmental detail. Okay, so it seems like you're kind of set on high. What's in this PC?
We have a 1070 in there.
Okay.
So,
we can bump it up if we want, maybe later, but I don't want to.
Yeah, let's. I mean, like obviously the game is picking what's best for it right now, right? So
maybe later we can mess with that.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have adaptive resolution, which is nice.
Nice.
So that is cool. More games need to have that feature. In-game chat, all that good stuff. Gameplay, like reticle color, helmet always on, real names, full BattleNet tags.
I used to change my reticle color in CS:GO.
HUD occupancy, subtitles, colorblind. We can turn on subtitles so people can see it. Cool. Okay.
All right.
Looks
cool.
pretty good.
All right. Here we go. So I think we've had this discussion, and I'm sure there's going to be people that also have to consider this. But like, I was asking you, like, oh yeah, what are you going to do? Because like, I would say you enjoy PC gaming, right? So, and this game is finally coming out to PC. Are you going to play PC when it launches eventually, which is coming out later, obviously, than console? But are you going to stick to PS4?
So I'm definitely going to play some PC because I have a lot of friends who are waiting just for the PC version, or going to play PS4 and then switch to the primary.
Oh, really? Okay.
For PC. So I'll definitely at least play a little bit of it. But as far as which one I'll make my primary, I don't know.
Gotcha. I mean, it's basically more geared probably towards where your friends end up, right? So like if they decide to go all PC, chances are you'll probably switch to PC, I would assume.
Right. If it turns out it's not too big of a deal, that kind of makes me wonder if like I'll beat it on PS4, but maybe I won't invest too heavily in a lot of side stuff or like
okay, like
stuff.
go too crazy. Gotcha.
Yeah. You know, do everything, but not necessarily go nuts with it. I know I'm gonna play that one.
Forcer saying, am I the only one who can easily use both a PS4 and Xbox controller with no problems? I find it difficult unless I, for some reason, have the Elite controller where I can then swap kind of where the thumbstick is. But that's me personally.
I have no problem with
I don't know. It is a little bit weird for me to go from one to the other, but yeah. Fire Eater saying to activate Super on PC, press Control Alt Delete. Yeah. How about Alt F4 too, right? I'm pretty sure Alt F4 is something. I will say, out of the exotics that the classes get, the Guardians get at the beginning, I'm pretty sure I can definitively say, for me, in PvE, Sure Shot is the best. Because it's pretty much kind of like a mini Fatebringer. Because you get the fire rounds, and then you also get that like explosive headshot, which is pretty nice. So I am jealous with Hunters for that specifically.
Subscreen. Okay, that's kind of weird. You have to hit like W and S to move up and down.
Yeah. So
cool.
I am kind of sad that my Titan will have a sweet business, but you know, it's fine. I did see a trailer where I think the Warlock had Sure Shot, so maybe if I just play the Hunter just the beginning, maybe I can swap the weapon over. I should test that day one actually.
I like this FOV increased. That's always nice. That's so necessary.
I wonder if that's gonna screw you up a little bit later. Like you're gonna miss it when you come console.
So release. it's less with has to do with the amount of distance from the screen for me. Gotcha. When I'm up close on PC, I need that big like FOV. You know, like 80. It just feels like really claustrophobic. When I'm playing on like a couch far away from a TV, I don't really care. It's fine.
Tengil, he is using a mouse. There it is. Boom. Showed it to you for a hot second in the pip. So open beta Danilo starts tomorrow. So, you know, I think you can possibly preload. I'm not sure. Closed beta was able to preload the other day. Yes. So
you
try that out.
You can preload.
Yeah. We'll see. Sunshot. That's right. Mike Chappelle? Man, Destiny gun sounds are still by far like one of the best.
Oh yeah, good sound.
Just it's got a nice like weighty feel to certain guns, and just always feel like got to give enough credit for sound effects. So also the fun thing too is like if people are newer to Destiny 2, you all the Guardians now have a third new ability. So technically, Jean-Luc doesn't have to reload here. He could just do his little the little roll,
what's the button for that?
The shade step essentially, and if you do that, you'll get the.
Good question. How do I do that?
You should look at your hotkeys.
Probably. Yeah. Let's
kill that guy first though, because apparently it doesn't pause.
Sick. Yeah. Let's maybe look at that real quick.
Yeah,
key mapping. There's my emotes.
Sick.
Good to know.
You can sprint, which is good. That's weird. That toggle sprint is up.
It's just up. Weird. Hold crouch. Control. Yeah, class ability is V.
Okay, so it's V.
Air move. Interact. Grenades.
Because you can also, I think you can do that, the dodge roll in the air too. Okay. So if you shot it a couple times and then hit V, it'll reload. Okay. Oh, you just reloaded it.
What? Oh, no, yeah, I'm going to wait until
okay, got it.
It must be their command ship.
David H. Overclocked GTX 970 to play the PC beta. He played on Xbox One. Can't wait to play on this. Should be good. I am a little sad there isn't crossplay, but I kind of get it. So
there we go.
You know, it's the McCree, basically. You know, a little roll plus reload is how I'm gonna. What I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I might rebind that. That's a little awkward.
Oh, that it's B? Yeah.
B, yeah.
The fun thing, too, is I feel like you're going to be able to do some nice... if your mouse has a couple more buttons, it's going to be nice to add those like side bumper buttons as
Actually,
other things.
I have that. I'm definitely going to do that.
So, like, you know...
What's melee?
Like... Is it E?
No.
What's E?
E's interact.
Okay. Maybe F?
No, F is super.
Okay.
Can activate here.
Arc Strider. Nice. This is basically like an extended version or a longer version of Arc Blade. But it's still cool. You can also throw it, right? I think?
I think so.
I feel like there's a throw. You can throw the stick. I haven't played too much Hunter, even in the last beta. I played mostly Titan Warlock. So is that the Hunter Exotic? Yeah, Jay Garcia, this is the Hunter Exotic you start with. Every class gets an exotic off this first mission.
Oh,
Hunter
C.
gets a
that's weird.
Hunter gets a really good hand cannon, the Sunshot. The Titan gets the auto rifle Sweet Business, which looks like a Gatling gun, and then the Warlock gets an SMG that I'm forgetting the name of. It kind of has.
Doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't.
Can't bind it.
Not yet, maybe.
No good.
What was I? It's like Zalo Supercell, the Warlock
Melee.
SMG. It's similar, but not exactly the same. It's not as good as the
so
Zalo.
I can do that at least, and then I can do melee.
Will Cooney, do you guys have a clan, and can I join it for D2? We haven't made it yet, but we're actually gonna probably make it. Hopefully this week. It'll probably just be the GameSpot clan.
You just talked about it this morning.
Yeah, we talked about it this morning. Funny enough. So when that happens, we'll try to send it out on social media. You know, you can follow at GameSpot on Twitter. I'm at Ate on Twitter. He's at John Luke Seipke. I'm sure we'll make some tweets when that happens.
Yep, clans are joinable between all platforms.
Yeah.
Well.
So this is the interesting thing, right? Like, I feel like every time I do a story, you just happen to run into some other folks in this mission for some reason.
Right. And we were going back and forth about whether they were real or not, right?
Yeah, but those have to be, right?
I think they are.
Also, don't get screwed over like I did and not be near Zavala when he does the stupid shield, the bubble.
That's so dumb.
And he's like, get near me, Guardian!
And they give you, like, no time.
The best was when the one time Aaron found a way to get him killed, and he disappeared off the screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like a weird bug. Jay Garcia, yes, it does have elemental damage. It is a solar. The weapon structures are different now. You have kinetic, which is your primary, like, #1 weapon. You have elemental, which is your second weapon. But those still are kind of like your old primaries in a way. So you can have a hand cannon. You can have a pulse rifle, SMG, sidearm. So those can be in the first 2 slots. And then now you have a third tier, which is called your power weapons, where you'll have grenade launcher, sniper, rocket launcher, fusion rifles. Those can also have elements.
No,
but
shift is sprint.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I guess that arrow means sprint. That's weird.
Also, yeah, you're getting that 60 FPS on
Yeah.
PC that you won't get on Le Console.
Buttery smooth. I'll say I felt this way when we played it a while ago at that event, and I still feel the same.
Yeah.
Is at least for the single player, I find it way easier on mouse and keyboard because I'm just able to accurately like shoot these guys.
Yeah,
and
no
I feel like
aim
their,
assist,
Their
right?
movements are sort of designed for a slower controller in mind, so just kind of being able to quickly like whip around and shoot them. I feel
Which
like
is
I'm
probably why
just
there won't be
doing-
crossplay too, because of competitive multiplayer in terms of like
Oh, yeah.
the advantages that you'll have on PC, obviously, compared to console. So, and if you guys want to have that debate, sure. I still think that a keyboard mouse is generally gonna probably outgun or outplay a person on console, just because of the ability for, you know, how much faster you can react with a mouse.
change that binding around with it for now.
Yeah, and it does have higher resolution settings, right? Like, I mean,
Goes
obviously we're not
4K.
going to do it here, but you were able to play 4K at the event we went to, which is also another pro for those people that are potentially playing, you know, going to play on PC if you have 4K monitor, things like that. So that is one of the things that could be a draw for me. I finally do have a 4K like PC monitor, so that could be a reason to get PC. But it's really hard for me to invest like the like the 1 month plus of time that I'm gonna spend on console to then replay it on PC. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
That's the thing.
Yeah, because
I understand cross play. I would have at least liked cross account stuff. I think that would have been very nice.
Oh yeah, like sharing the stuff across accounts.
Yeah, just like, hey, I'm switching over to this console and or you know, this platform, and now I can carry over my character. Like I think that would have been really nice. And I'm sure. You know, I don't know internally or whatever, but I'm sure they thought about it, right? Like
yeah.
I just for whatever reason it didn't work.
Well, I mean, I think it's tough too because, like, I think I said this on another stream the other day, but my greatest example of why it's not going to work anytime soon is if they can't even get Diablo 3 to work console to PC.
Were they trying to do that?
They've never said openly that they were going to do that. I'm just saying that they've never done that, right? So if they can't do that, I find it hard to believe that they're going to do it for, like, Destiny.
That was a big reason why I didn't get the console version of Diablo, because I thought about it. I was like, man, that'd be really cool playing on a couch, split screen, sounds rad.
It's actually really good.
No, and it seemed good, but I really I didn't want to start over with my characters.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just want to say, like, that experience is, like, it was surprising for me, like, how it actually worked out. Like, I thought it would be really weird because I've played Diablo all my life on keyboard and mouse, and I was like, there's no way this is going to feel that great to play on,
Some guns around here.
you know, console. And so, you know, it ended up being, I ended up really enjoying it. And I thought it was a great, you know, couch co-op thing that, you know, I hope. Yeah, Homie 3908. I'm not gonna argue that Path of Exile. I think Path of Exile has had more longevity than Diablo 3, and they've done a great job there, grinding your games. So, but you know, still enjoyed Diablo 3. What are your thoughts on the $200 collector's edition? Asked Jay Breckless. I mean, if you want to buy that edition and you have the money to spend and you're a huge Destiny fan, I think it's worth it, right? But I think for most people, that's probably kind of a lot of money. So collector's editions are collector's editions for a reason. Oh, this sidearm's pretty cool.
I like it. Hopefully we can at least get one in the office.
I think that we are getting one to unbox.
Yeah, I know we contacted them about it.
Yeah. Will Cooney saying, LOL, I got the 150 edition for D2. Nice. You know, I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be sick, I think. I mean, if you got the money for it, cool. I think I bought Taken King collectors, but that was the only collectors I bought.
I bought the limited whatever edition.
Oh, wait, there wasn't a Taken King collectors.
There was.
Was there? Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I was thinking of one other one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I bought it for the first launch, and I just wasn't really interested this time around.
Yeah. I think for me, the one I would buy personally, if, you know, all things considered, is I'd probably at least get the game and expansion pass bundle. So I think it saves you like $10-ish overall over time, because you get the DLCs for 15 instead of 20 each.
That was the big thing with the limited version I bought.
Yeah. So if you think you're gonna go for the long haul, obviously, you know, you're probably gonna want to buy that edition. Another fun thing is with those guys, like you can treat them like Division, where you can shoot their tanks and they explode.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, Heaton Man says, I see no difference between this version and console. It's probably hard to tell on a stream, but if you were to see it up close in person, like, and compare the two, it's very different.
Yeah, I mean...
And we're not playing at 4K, obviously,
crisper
either.
resolution is always going to look a little bit nicer on PC. But then also, yeah, like the frame rate is a huge drop.
And FOV.
FOV, yeah, exactly.
Hold on back there.
Jay Garcia is saying, yeah, he did also buy the Taken King collectors for the Strange coin that came with it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then I think the fun thing was last time, I remember when Deej came, he happened to have Strange coins on him, and I remember we got a couple for some of the folks that were Destiny fans.
Oh,
so
cool.
I think I got you one, I feel like.
No?
No? Okay, if you didn't tell me, because I feel like I have 2 total, so maybe I can drop you a Strange coin. Yeah, Harvest, I'm really glad that the PC gamers out there finally get to play some Destiny. I think that was a big thing for Destiny 1, that unfortunately there was a demographic that just, you know, they weren't going to play on console. And this is a brand kind of new thing for them and for you guys. So it's cool.
like the SMG on mouse and keyboard. I found it a little too unwieldy.
You got to talk to the thingy. Hack it.
Right, thank you. I found it a little too unwieldy on controller.
Ooh. That I think is going to be pretty tough, Crim. Some Reef 5555. Wonder if I can play D2 on max with i3 6100 and a 1060. I don't think you're gonna be able to play
to turn the
max.
graphics up. We can try it.
Yeah.
Let's go in.
See what happens here.
We'll just go to highest and double check everything. That. Yep.
All right. Maybe you want to turn off shadow play.
Oh yeah, maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just so we can have as much.
Right. Let's find out.
GPU power
might not
as
apply
possible.
all of these settings, but
You think it is gonna kick you out?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay. Because like sometimes when you change graphic settings,
definitely
it like makes
a
you restart.
noticeable
Stutter.
No.
Okay.
Dip in input.
Okay.
Because it's chugging a little bit. It's not bad or anything, but where before
Noticeable.
it felt like very precise, this feels like okay, it's a little input's dipping a little bit. So.
The thing is, this PC is pretty beefy. The only thing that it may be lacking is it doesn't have a 1080 versus a 1070. Right. But in terms of all the other specs, it's an i7. It's got at least, I think, 32 gigs of RAM. So you might need a beefier GPU for this guy to be at like crazy max. Probably if you want 4K and stuff like that. This is a new weapon type too for those of you that are not familiar. It's a grenade launcher that's new to Destiny. I actually don't find I don't find it as good as good as I thought it would be, because it's not what you think it would be, right? It's not like that Quake Unreal Tournament kind of like you're lobbing into the ground, like bouncing them for damage. Like this is more like you have to directly hit them with it, and then okay. Here's a fun thing. Let's see if they change this or the next part later with the turbine.
Yes, because we heard about that.
We heard some changes to the turbine thing, so we'll be interested to see if there's any changes here compared to the console version. If not, then I'm not shocked by that or anything. I want to see if that's good. Yeah, 1070 is a pretty good card, obviously.
It's what I have at home.
But, maybe to run this at like
4K.
max and 4K, you're probably going to need a little bit more than that.
I don't have a 4K monitor at home, but I do have. I have
you have
4K
your TV.
I have 4K TV, but I'd have to play with the controller at that point. I don't have a really set up the mouse.
Yeah.
But I do have a
Just need a lapdog.
14. Yeah, I don't know if I like that setup. Like doing that personally. But I have a 1440p monitor, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I
oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I like 1440p. Like, just looks really nice. So that'll probably look pretty good.
1080 is not pretty good, man. It's very good. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. Neurosis. Hey, what's up, Dan? No lapdog. Go Rocat Sova. I just got one. Let me see what that looks like. Rocat Sova. It is a. Oh, okay. So it's like a. It's essentially like okay. It's like a built-in keyboard lapdog in a way. So it looks a little. It's like a little bit cleaner. Haha, Heaton man, that's a good joke. He says, my Xbox One X will make the PC version look obsolete. I think that's a good joke. What do you think?
I mean, you still won't be able to play it at 60 frames.
That's true.
Locked no matter what.
0HXC07 says 2K is the sweet spot.
I like 2K a lot. Honestly, I think 4K hits a point where it's a bit harder to tell the differences. But I think 2K feels noticeably crisper than 1080. Actually, it's technically 2.5K.
Yeah.
But I like it. I think it's a good sweet spot. They're pretty cheap to get, like a 1440p monitor. I think it's a good solution.
Kyle Splinter 1 in YouTube chat bringing up a good point. He's saying that 4K might be a little bit too demanding for a 1070. It recommends a 970 for 1080p. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, max settings probably.
Yeah. Craig Denog, I agree with you. He says the best weapon type in power category is undoubtedly the fusion rifle. It absolutely melts in PvP. Yes, I agree. When I discovered the power of the fusion rifle in Crucible on PS4, I was like, I gotta go with this. Also because I think you get more ammo for the fusion rifle too, which is like a nice little plus. So it's like you're gonna get more shots out of the fusion rifle, and as long as you're charging it and letting it rip, you're gonna get them in probably one burst. I think forget exactly which one I was using. I'll have to take a look at the PvP weapons once John Luke gets into that later. If he gets lucky and gets it. There's a couple, there's like 2 fusion rifles I think that you can acquire, at least in the console beta there were. Legacies or ZYS says, how come when people show gameplay they never aim? Like, do you mean like down sight ADS?
Oh, like this?
Yeah, maybe
I don't like
John Luke's all about hipfire. I ADS a lot.
I like hipfire, to be honest.
I ADS a lot.
I mean, I'll do the, you know, obviously like when it makes sense like this.
I think I ADS like too much almost, because like you definitely can hipfire like when they're closer.
You know
right?
what? I do it a lot more on controller, but I feel like it's because I need that extra precision. On mouse and keyboard, I feel like I can just hit fire.
Okay, that's a good point to make.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button here.
Boom. See ya.
Yeah, stuff. Come on. Get some hits before I run out.
Jeez. Steve Urkel saying, speaking of the Xbox One X, I snagged a pre-order and see them going for like $1,200 now. Should I be a scum and scalp my pre-order? I'm not going to tell you any business practices about like what you should do with your Xbox One X, but I find it crazy that they're $1,200 now, though.
That's very nice.
But I mean, at the same time, like
they did not change
people were, you know, doing a lot of stuff to like sell the SNES. Yeah, that's good to know. All right, well, you just killed 3 turbines. This is kind of like that added platforming that they did to change some of the single player. You need to shoot the turbine, and then you gotta like once that overheats, then you gotta like avoid this thing from smashing you, jump up, and then drop down to the next one. Yeah, you could go up top to stay safe too. Oh, maybe you can't because you're on fire. You need to get down there before that thing.
Yeah.
There you go, and then you'll have one more after this.
Maybe they did change this. I don't know.
No, it's the same as the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't seem that hard though. I don't know.
It's just it might be more annoying. It's just more of an annoyance. I feel like.
I'm not trying to like.
Those things look slower though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to doubt people, but everyone was like, "Oh, that thing was so hard and stupid," and I was like, "I don't know."
I'm not gonna lie. I died once, only not like realizing like that could be a thing, and then I was like, "Oh right, this totally makes sense that it's gonna kill me. Like, why would I not avoid that? That's dumb." Oh, it does say people did say it changed. Okay.
That is.
Wasn't there 2 rows of spinning things before?
Maybe maybe that's what it was.
Or no. Isn't that the strike? The strike has. The strike might have 2. We'll find out. We're gonna find out.
I don't remember.
Falcon Knight Gaming. Yep, buttery smooth. It was smoother earlier when we were on high though.
Yeah, we weren't on max. Although this is still pretty smooth. This is still way smoother than console for sure.
Gax design. It was much harder last time because it wasn't clear what you had to do. Yeah, I could see that. But now I think people know what to do. Thanks to everyone for telling us that it's changed. Agree. Awesome. There used to be 2 turbines. Okay, so there you go. Oh, someone said
3. Yeah,
3.
Now it's 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's why I was like, oh man, you got a lot more time than when I did it because I felt
I thought it went from 2 to 1, but now it's 3 to 2.
Yeah. I'm like, like I struggled with that thing for a hot second. I was like, fudge, I gotta run.
Do not look at me, creature.
You just lost your gun, man.
Oh no.
Undisciplined, cowering behind walls.
Turns out we need 6 of us to kill this guy. Whenever that happens.
He's gonna be the raid probably, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be the raid for
That's
sure.
how they always do that.
Yeah.
Allow me.
I'm still holding out for the tower. The raid's the tower.
Yeah, maybe. Go through it just like the raid, the movie.
Exactly.
Make your way up the floors. He's at the final boss. Or Judge Dredd, if you guys have watched that one.
Yeah, also good.
New Judge Dredd. John, why don't you scoot a little bit this way? Yeah, there you go. Get in frame. I believe you can play the open beta without the pre-order, Monoliver, so try that out tomorrow. Get the Blizzard app, and then, get Destiny. And you should be able to do that tomorrow. Yep. Thanks, everyone in chat, also for confirming that. Appreciate that. 3G1C Game says, this demo alone has more story than all of Destiny 1.
No.
I can't totally argue.
Yeah.
But I could see where you're coming from. Caleb gives him Gary. Yeah, I'm going to call him Gary. I'm not going to call him Gall. Who's going to call him Gall? Come on. All right, so far this looks the same.
Yep.
That's interesting.
A little,
you think it's an effect, right? That's got to be.
It's in beta.
Effect on your
Also,
ship.
I wonder if sometimes certain effects you turn on don't activate until you like
exit
out of the
back.
game, come back in. So it's possible not all the effects we applied worked.
Homie3908 says, are they...
All right.
Or he could be making a statement. They were adding new weapons to the PC beta, or so I heard. We'll find out. I know most of the weapons from console beta, so I should be able to tell you if there's new ones. I mean, if he looked in his inventory right now, I think I could tell. I think the ones that he has right now are like the old stuff, so...
Yep.
Yeah, Showrunner, Skaithlock, Red Mamba, Urchin, Sunshot, Black Scorpion. Yeah, those are all from Better Devils. Pro tip for anyone that hasn't played PC: Better Devils is legit for Crucible.
Cool. It's in my party. That was really easy.
It has explosive rounds. It does the deeps, and it's very accurate.
So yeah, it seems like the invite system is pretty straightforward. He might be trying to talk. I don't know what that means.
Well, tell him. Too bad we ain't got no mics for him. Yep, the main ingredient, Snap JD, one-shot fusion kill, great for Crucible as well. If once you get it, either I think you might be able to get it through the strike, but you'll also probably be able to get it through the Crucible, which are random drops. But yes, the main ingredient is my power weapon of choice, at least in the current set of guns that are available in the beta, unless there's new ones that we don't know of. Monoliver, we're not sure what the max level in Destiny 2 is yet. Currently, you know, it looks like you have like 200 power or light level, depending on how you want to call it, and then it looks like level 20 there. So we'll have to see if that's max. I don't know. Are we gonna start at level 1 on day 1? We'll have to see. We'll find out in a week. Well, at least on console, we'll find out in a week.
Yeah, presumably it's the same thing.
Yeah. To the person that asked about Darkwood, we haven't played Darkwood, unfortunately, so I couldn't speak to that.
I guess the question here I'm also curious about is loading times. Seems like they're maybe faster. I would need
on
to
PC?
see some side-by-side video.
That's a pretty good one.
It seems like we got
seems
really
faster.
Quick,
seems faster, yeah. I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a pretty big factor. All right. Let's see. So, we got...
Oh, and the other fun thing you can do,
he's a Warlock. I think the other guy's a Titan, so we got to go.
Yeah, the other fun thing that you can do, John-Luke, in the future, not that you have to do it now, is that the way the game works now, you can actually do everything from, like, I think the current UI without having to go to orbit. So in theory, like, if you wanted to, you could change, like, I think you could go to Crucible right now if you, like, wanted to for some reason.
Oh, that's cool.
Because in Crucible, I was able to go to, like, a strike, I think. So hopefully I'm not lying. I guess chat will tell me if I am or not. Man, I love the sure shot. I think for sure what I'm gonna try day 1 is I am gonna go Titan, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Hunter, like real quick. But then I don't know how long it takes to get to a social space. Damn it.
Right.
That might not work then.
You're gonna try to get the
I was trying to move the gun over.
Yeah,
I was gonna try to move the sure shot over to my Titan, because I'd rather have the sure shot than the sweet business.
All right.
Platforming. Real talk, I died the first time because Titan jump got changed. I tried to jump like hella far across. That was not a good idea. Hunter is by far the easiest class to jump and do platforms on.
Yes.
Because double jump gives you so much room for error, and then if you had like Bones of AI, you could triple jump. It was like a joke. I had the easiest time doing the Taken King like platforming with Hunter compared to the other two with the spaceship jumps.
Oh, that's how you toggle.
That thing was like, I think it was tough.
I feel like that's maybe I think there's a text chat.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I think that might be what that is. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh wow, look at the there's some weirdness happening on the visual end.
Oh, on your scope.
Yeah, look at that. It's
Do you think that's?
It's when I'm right here. Look when I'm right here. You look at the gun.
Oh, it's pixelated.
It's like pixelated.
Yeah. Do you think that's because of our settings, or do you think that's just the game?
I think that's something weird with the game because right now it's
maybe
fine.
not optimized yet.
But look, when I look at the skybox,
the scope,
it's something weird with the skybox.
Well, PC currently in beta, obviously, and they still have an extra month to polish whatever they need to.
I wonder if that's really what it is. If
like optimizing everything,
optimizing the tools, right, and their engine to work on PC.
Because they aren't the same across the board, obviously. So.
Did we install the new GeForce beta drivers? Yes, I installed right before we started, actually.
Looks like a lighting issue is what 3G1C Games is talking about. Yeah, we Neurosis, as John Luke mentioned, we did update like right before. That's why we're like a few minutes late. We're like, oh, there's an update. We better, you know,
install that.
You can play Titan as your first main character and get the Sunshot. How do I do that, Craig Denog? Is that something that I eventually get, or is that like the plan I had to do? No need to play as a hunter to get the Sunshot once the full game is released. Does that mean I get the option? Because I thought they were more specific to the class.
This planet loves barriers. Zavala, I think they're trying to contain the Red Legion.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
No worries, Lenakar. I mean, like, if you're putting in good information, it's not spam. Is how I look at it. It says MSAA is still under development. As such, players may encounter various issues, including visual artifacts and performance degradation, when using MSAA, which we are using.
We are.
So
maybe turn that off.
That makes some sense. Thank you for that information. Man, this gun is the business.
Yeah, it is.
This is that's what I want. The only class-specific weapon exotics will be released later in the game. Okay. So are you saying I get the option to choose the Sunshot? Or is it something I'm going to eventually have to earn? AK Star 187, what do you think of the PC beta? I'll let John Luke speak since he is the one playing.
What I think of the PC beta?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, it's the same thing, but as far as like the feel, I really like playing this game on a mouse and keyboard. I feel like I just have like a way better feeling of aim, and you know, Destiny's got reasons, really good, I think, like shooter controls in general, but just having that extra sensitivity and like precision is really nice. We'll see how I do in multiplayer though. That was the one thing when I tried at the event. I got my ass handed to me at the multiplayer because you're used to sort of everyone having this sort of auto aim or aim assist, and there's none of that.
Yeah.
So it's felt a lot more hardcore, like skill based in a way that I was like,
those
this is
are
not
strong
for me.
words you're using, but I understand. I will say that's probably gonna feel good in Crucible, so that like like when you have two people, you're aiming at one guy. You're shooting him a lot, and then for some reason his buddy decides to roll up right behind him. Sometimes that aim assist gets pulled, and like you stop shooting the target you want to. So that won't happen.
So in some ways, I mean, it's what you want. Like on a mouse keyboard, you don't want that. But I just think it creates a little bit of a higher skill ceiling.
And we'll check that out in Crucible in a little bit.
I genuinely believe that the people who are playing on PC Crucible will be a little bit more of a hardcore group than people who play on consoles because of that.
X-Tough X Guy X. We are on a 1070, a GTX 1070. That's the graphics card we're currently using. Hello, have fun. Thanks, Yasin Herlak. Also, thanks for the nice words, Leon Carr 23142 in Twitch chat. Also, and thank you for that MSAA information as well. There is going to be an open beta for Destiny 2 Wolf Gaming. It'll start tomorrow. So if you're trying to check that out, check it out tomorrow. Thanks, M. Birchie. We're trying to have fun as well. Thank you. And also, as mentioned, so Sid Agrigal said that the exotics will be taken from you after you finish the first mission. You lose everything, as Bungie said. Okay, that makes sense. And you can get exotics in the game, like from Ingrams. Yep. We'll all be praying to RNG this next week to hope that we get some cool exotics. Hoping to get the whatever Gallarhorn is in this game. I think if you pre-order, you get the Ice Cold Fusion Rifle, though.
Yep.
Which is like this weird thing for me. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, but
they said it will be available eventually.
Yeah, it'll be available, but it's just weird to have like this advantage off the start, I guess.
No, I don't particularly care for that.
But you know, it looks like a cool weapon, and then also my theory crafting thing was like, okay, cool. Like, so they're introducing ice or like frost as an element into the game, which means maybe bad guys have that, maybe they don't, but maybe it becomes a fourth subclass.
That'd be cool.
Because it's been elemental based, right? Like it's right now we know that there's like void, solar, and arc. So I'd be really interested to see like a kind of like a frozen or like a frost element. I think that'd be pretty cool to have in the game. I don't know what those supers would look like, but you know, I am interested to see if they ever add that. Yeah. Like freeze your opponents. We're currently playing at 1080p, David, because we wouldn't be streaming higher than that probably. But you can play up to 4K on this PC beta. Yep. As Neurosis mentions, don't forget, guys, if there's a weird exotic weapon for sale the first week in the game, you probably want to buy it because everyone didn't buy, like most people didn't buy Gallarhorn because they're probably like, oh, this thing's like whatever, you know?
Right.
And then it turns out, you know, Gallarhorn.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe just buy everything you can.
Bob Jones did mention they did have the Iron Gallarhorn as a like exotic that you could get as a like part of the like ordering it early, but you had to earn that. So hopefully maybe you have to earn the ice exotic too then, because you had to do a mission to get Gallarhorn back essentially, and it just looked cool, different, right? It just looked different. I think it was visually different. I don't think it was like an actual like difference in weapons. So
well, so no. What it was is you had to do the mission to get back Gallarhorn, period. But then the pre-order had like a custom skin variant.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it was only a skin variant. It wasn't like you were getting the gun off the bat. And I'm not sure if you get that gun right off the bat or if you have to earn it, but still.
Right.
What's up, a dog that needs 1,500 subscribers? I hope you get there. Why would I waste my coins on an exotic rocket launcher? Rip, rest in peace. That's true. Bob Jones saying, I'd love a ice, snow, frost element. Yep. X Stuff X Guy saying, I'm so glad they have an FOV slider in this.
Me too.
I think that any game that has an FOV slider, I almost always like go close to max. Because like, why wouldn't you, right?
Quake Champions, been playing a lot of that.
Oh, Cold Heart is Arc. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It looked more like
I thought it was
Frost. Like Mr. Freeze shooting out a frost beam. But all right, that's
a little disappointing actually.
I'm sad now. Why call it Cold Heart, man? My bad. Thank you for correcting me, AK Star at 187 and Sebastian, as well as Sid. I appreciate it, guys. No fourth element. Yeah, I'm just theory crafting, guys. I didn't say that would happen. And thank you, Dark Angel. I see that. I've been told it's Arc. Thank you for the all caps in Arc. I get it. Sorry for that. I apologize. That's my fault. All right, that's my fault. All right, here we go. Did you do the platforming part yet? Or is that coming up?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Oh, I was saying I've been playing Quake, and you know that's a PC game because it defaults to a FOV of 130.
Oh, jeez.
By default. Okay. Which you need. You need that.
Yeah.
Like, you can turn it down, but I'm like, you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's a PC-ass PC game right there.
All right. Bob posted the official specs from Battle.net. I'm going to drop that also in YouTube chat. Thank you for dropping that in Twitch chat there, Bob.
Quickly open up settings here.
If you guys were curious about official specs and stuff like that.
I'm going to turn that anti-aliasing down and see if that actually fixes our...
Are you going to turn off MSA?
Yeah, see if that fixes our problem. Yeah. It seems like it did.
Cool. Okay, so that's one of the things that they've probably mentioned as being continuing to be optimized.
Yep. So it sounds like if you're having some issues with that... Oh, nope, never mind. It's still there.
Okay. But maybe, like you said, maybe we haven't tried exiting and coming back in, so I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah.
So beta again, guys, and again, they still have a month to optimize. So yeah. This is Jose Linares. This is the strike, the inverted spire strike. Here is the platforming part.
I'll be honest, I don't like this one.
I actually didn't die on this, surprisingly.
I died. I got really close.
Man,
to making it, and then I died like at the last second. And it turns out like I was right there at the end. I just couldn't find the exit.
The little drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, please, no.
So fun fact, I was with you at the Destiny launch event. Whoa, it didn't kill you. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
I was gonna say that should have killed you right away.
That should have, yeah.
And I got lucky and got through it the first time, but like my teammates kept dying.
Thanks,
so
got
like
me.
you're dead.
And then I immediately got
okay,
knocked.
you're good. He's dead. You had that invulnerability.
Yeah, those invincible
See, this
frames.
is the part that's tough. Is if you die a bunch, and then you're trying to revive your buddies, it's easy to get hit by the next one. So you just gotta be careful.
Okay, and hop
down.
Hide
like
over here.
I personally don't know how I feel about this kind of platforming I mean, I guess it does add some intensity or like some nervousness, but I don't know. I don't really much care for having to dodge a big turbine, I guess.
Yeah.
Just to get to like another point.
Go.
That's my opinion though, but
right.
Curious what other people think in chat. And drop down.
Got it.
And you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if like farther along is like, I don't even know if they do the dead ghost thing, but like I bet you there's something past there, you know?
Probably. Yeah, probably is. Or maybe like when they, you know, they change levels sometimes for like an exotic.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh no, if you keep going, you'll find like a secret.
Yeah. Those are gonna be fun to find like for Black Spindle and things like that.
Yeah.
Surreal Gremlin. What's the max level in the game and what's the max level in beta? Don't know what the max level is in the final version of the game. Currently, we're sitting at level 20, 200 like light level power, depending on how you want to look at it. These harpies are different. They do a lot more. I think they're like sniper ones. Oh, they just died though. Aaron found a way to cheese this, by the way.
Oh, really?
He was able to, not this part, but the next platforming part, he was able to stay on that one for the 3rd tier somehow.
Really?
Wouldn't be a Destiny game without a little bit of cheese. Yeah.
That's always fun to watch.
Cad Weingar, it is not coming out until October. I think that they're probably just fine-tuning the game. So console first, obviously. And then PC, I think it's like late October. Goku Black asking, who else is going to play PC Destiny with a controller? I don't know.
Hey, if you want it, man, go for it.
A Nintendo Pro controller?
You know what? You can probably make it work.
I mean, it's PC. It works for PC, right? So
yeah, I like the Pro controller.
Yeah, I like the Pro controller a lot too. For those that haven't played on a Pro controller, I'd say try it out. I mean, I'm not necessarily recommending it for Destiny PC, but it will work on a PC.
Super is kind of useless right now.
Push Pop, I don't know how much they're going to be doing of that in terms of he doesn't want Bungie to be adding levels that are baked into the game, but you need a season pass for the content already. I mean, it's going to be hard. DLC's DLC. Like, you're obviously locked out of certain stuff.
So the way they did it with the first one was they kind of clearly, like, created pathways that you could tell, like, oh, they could update this to be filled with something. Like a door
you
that would
gotta
open.
jump on a thingy.
Oh, right.
It's switching guns.
That guy has not played console data.
Well, there's a lot less. Like, that doesn't take us long. Get my buddy. Coming, Meals.
Programmer saying, I think using a controller will get you owned by PC guys with the mouse keyboard. Yeah, that's if you're playing competitive,
Crucible, yeah.
obviously.
If you're just playing single player.
If you're playing single player, I think it's totally fine. Yeah. Jump, jump, jump.
I wonder if the added precision could lead to some fun, like, exploits that could only, like a precision type of exploit that's, like, you could technically do it on console, but it's way harder. In, like, PC, you can do it.
Yeah, Tangle, there's unfortunately no crossplay. That is a little bit sad, but I kind of understand. I mean, there's company reasons. There's, like...
Am I the only one left? No.
There's a bunch of reasons, obviously. All right, looks like you're going to drop down to the next...
Oh, what's going to happen to him? No!
He'll join you guys, I think, down there.
Shoot.
What's up, Mr. Chilled Gamer? Senpai has noticed you. Do not fear. We're here. Shadow315. I don't. He says this game is the same as the first one. I don't necessarily totally disagree with you. I mean, if you think about Destiny 1 and how many expansions, DLCs came out, and how many quality of life things happened, like they polished that game tremendously. Right. And now Destiny 2 basically gets to get the added benefit of more story, better story, hopefully, which is what a lot of people have asked from Destiny 1. And then they get all the good quality of life stuff that they've learned from D1. And then now you're getting, better graphics, potentially. It looks a lot better. I think we had this kind of talk to John Luke when we were at the event that it feels a little faster.
Definitely.
And so I think that you can say that all you want, but I mean, I don't remember him doing that before. The flashbang.
I don't either.
Maybe I just never got shot by it. But I think that, you didn't play Destiny on PC, you're definitely probably going to get Destiny 2 if you're ever interested in it.
Right, yeah.
And I think if you're playing Destiny 1 on console and you continue to like it, you're definitely playing Destiny 2. I think this is...
Yeah, I think really it's more that if you were someone who tried Destiny, didn't care for it, I don't think this game's
it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same. Mostly the same.
You
I mean,
should know at this point if you're interested in this game, I feel. As far as if you played the first one.
I'm interested to see, you know, how much involvement there are with those NPCs on those planets. I want to see these new planets. I want to see the scope of these planets. You know, a lot of that stuff hasn't really been revealed yet. The good thing that we have so far, preview-wise, is Callie and Alessandro got to check it out. We have touring the EDZ, or the European Dead Zone, if you want to check that out. And they've done some stuff in the European Dead Zone. They've added, I think I've seen like chests that you can get like during those things. So like, and there's like new maps, new treasure stuff. All right, you got a minute and a helm. The Took offense. The Minute 42 was a weapon that was in the last beta. I don't remember if that helm was. I didn't do as much PvE. I did a lot of PvP. I didn't want to go through the whole strike. Yeah, Goob, I want to see how patrols change and stuff like that as well.
Okay, so open director. We can go right into competitive.
That is in that those EDZ videos.
Do you want to go quick play, or do we want to go to?
I think you. Okay, so the fun thing and that people should realize is that competitive doesn't mean like you're playing competitive people. It means you're playing a competitive mode, which is more of that Counter-Strike mode. So I forgot about that until like the last couple of days of beta. I'm like, oh, I should try this competitive mode. I'm kind of don't want to play competitive people, but then I was like, oh wow, it's the whole mode. I'm an idiot.
I hope they change that in the final game, because it really should just be like Crucible and then you pick the mode. Like that works fine. I don't know why it needs to be like high intensity versus low intensity. Like just
Steven Anderson, I want to say open beta probably starts around 10 a.m., which is when time it started today.
Did I cancel out of that?
You might have canceled it. That's fine.
That.
So we're gonna do a quick play, which is Control. There is one new map for Control, so hopefully we get that.
Minute.
That is the hope. The Minute's okay. Okay, so my tip to you would be that you should use the Your Devils hand cannon. That's my pro tip. If you're pretty decent with hand cannons,
you hit control to hide it, but then the second you move the mouse, it goes back.
That's kind of how it was in Thing 2. So we also noticed that he moused over the shaders thing, so it looks like you're going to be able to customize shader-wise, like your weapon looks.
Yep, you can do it with like a bunch of stuff. Like
it's armor too, right?
And your
ships. Yeah.
That hot ship customization.
Liz Jim saying, "Oh, Corinne couldn't ask about your glasses today." Yeah, she's probably doing work stuff as she should be.
You were recommending what weapon?
Your Devils. So, or Better Devils, sorry.
Devils. Okay.
Your Devils is a D1 gun.
Okay, and then I should use...
it's up to you.
I haven't tried this guy.
Yeah, so the reason why is, like, if you go back to Better Devils, the reason why I say you should use that is because the projectiles, the last perk on the far right, has explosive payload. So basically you're getting, like, double damage. You're getting double damage for that perk.
Increased stability, increases range.
Steven Anderson, you should be able to preload it. I don't know if you can preload it today. You might be able to.
I'm going to try range, see how that goes.
But Better Devils for sure, like, was the gun I figured out. Like, everyone was using that, or like the pulse rifles were the two kind of like big ones. Yeah, Nightshade, I believe Axstar187 mentioned, is the pulse rifle. That's really good too. And I actually like the elemental pulse. It shoots faster with less impact, but it was also very solid. So if you're into pulse rifles, that was pretty good as well. Oh, this is the new map. Sick, we got it.
Sick, awesome.
So here we go. The other big change is that it's 4v4 now, all Crucibles. Yeah, got him. Nice. That was had the ADS there.
That was
obviously.
Sloppy. That was
probably
sloppy.
need an ADS a little bit more in Crucible.
In Crucible, I think so. A little sloppy.
It's all right.
Now I feel like maybe the speed sensitivity's gonna do me in here. We'll see.
Zone B.
I might have to
Leon Carr, we did turn off the MSAA, but we're not sure if it's one of those things where you actually have to like exit out for it to take full effect.
Right.
Because he did turn it off, and we're still noticing some of those.
Although, you know, I might have not enabled it. Thinking about it. There's two things. One. Yeah, okay, so first off, I realized I didn't actually enable that, so that might be why. But second, I'm going to adjust the sensitivity down by like a couple points. Okay, that might be a little bit better.
Current meta pulse rifle greater than all. That's not true, Goob. Pretty sure hand cannon is equally as strong if you have solid aim.
Zone A lost.
So that's what I'm gonna go with. How does multiplayer play? The Killing Joke 77 asks. I think it plays great. I think that keyboard mouse definitely has a good solid feel to it. Yeah. I like it. I like the double jump shot. That's what you gotta do as a hunter. Power weapons are up. So the other new thing that gets announced is like, you know, when you're pick it up, it'll tell you who has power weapon and like what kind of weapon they have. Yeah, it has a slow reload. That is the downside to that. But remember, your hunter passive ability will allow you to reload.
Yes.
On the fly. So, oh, that void. He's gonna get chased. Yep.
All right, he's down. Okay, we need to grab another point though.
Yeah. Justin Haywald asking, are you going to main on console, PC, or both? I'm going PS4. As much as I want to play on PC, it's tough for me to wait about a month to play it, and once I get like that deep into it, I'm not gonna want to refarm gear.
Sounds like I'm gonna do both up to a point, and at which point I'll decide which one I'll stick with, and I'll drop the other.
Yeah.
So maybe on that front, I'll actually wait as far as deciding like a season pass for buying, because I don't want to necessarily buy it for one and then I'm still locked in. So maybe I'll wait. Once I have the PC version, I know which version I'm going to stick with. That's when I'll buy that stuff.
Okay. So Makari asks us both, what's your favorite class so far and why? I'll
Hunter.
answer while you're okay. You can
like
give
Hunter.
the why because you like Hunter. Okay.
I like
That's fair.
Hunter. Visually, I like the double jump a lot. I like capes and hoods.
Yeah, that is the one visual thing that I will say is not fair that you have. That the Titan just gets a stupid sash, loincloth sash. But the armor looks cool on Titan, so at least I'll have that. Yeah, there you go. Bam. See, this gun is the legits.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
For me, Mokari, I'm going to go with Titan because Titan's been my bae since day one. I have to.
Oh, jeez.
This guy's got good aim. Careful.
Yeah.
And I like the Titan because I primarily actually like PvE a lot more than PvP. I still enjoy PvP, but I feel like Titan is just such a solid class for PvE. We still have Bubble, which is obviously, you know, going to be clutch in, you know, raids, strikes, things like that. So, and now I got Captain America shield, which is awesome, obviously.
Ah, that reload.
Oh, he's got the main ingredient. So this guy knows what's up. Fusion rifle. He's gonna go ham here in a second, probably. Oh no, someone killed him. Your buddy Meals.
Okay.
Titan was my favorite in Destiny 1 too, says Makare. Yep. That was my favorite too. I will say though, after playing the beta, at least in PvP, if you had full life, you would have got that guy.
I would have got him for sure.
If I had played more PvP, I would say Hunter might be pretty good, just because I really like the auto reload, the McCree reload, essentially, where you just use your Hunter ability to
definitely
dodge,
not using that enough.
and then
like
you reload your gun, and you can shoot. You know.
Okay, so we got this. However, it's the grenade launcher,
Okay,
which
so you're
I'm
gonna
not in love with.
Yeah, watch out.
Oh, come on.
So he has armor, a little bit. Also, the fun thing about Titan is now with Striker, you get to do multiple smashes and shoulder charges. So it's not just like one smash, which is awesome to me. So
that was so unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, he knew. He saw that. He probably saw in the UI that you
yeah.
picked up the power weapon and was like, "No, I'm going to deny that from you." Ooh, so close.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
still,
you've gotten some close kills here. I mean, you got 2v1
Crucible's
there.
never been my forte with this game.
That's all right. I mean, first game here, got to warm up.
Okay, let's get this.
Even if I was to say I would try to help you, since I don't have the muscle memory for keyboard mouse, it'd probably be just as bad.
You captured Zone C.
All right, you can get power weapon. Which is good.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Yep, as Hayden Ross mentioned, Titan also has a personal shield, so you can pick from 2 variants. That's the new third ability for Titan. You can either do the smaller one, which is shorter, and that, oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, Archstrider.
I knew that was gonna happen.
It's all right. You have super 2. You
I
might want to
do.
use that soon.
Yeah.
And then you have a taller one that will block out more. It's actually pretty good for control. It's pretty annoying to deal with. And actually, as enemies try to walk through it, they get like dot damage. Like not dot damage, but they get damaged as they walk through it. So they don't. You definitely don't want to walk through a Titan shield if you ever see one.
I'm
Man,
just
they're
getting
just getting
heavy
you
ammo.
all the power weapons.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Wait to see what you do with that.
Got him.
I feel like that
trade.
took way too many bullets.
Well,
though.
the first 2 look like they shot over his shoulder.
He
Unluckily.
needs that splash damage.
Yeah. It's definitely not like your traditional shoot it into the ground
I
grenade
don't
launcher.
care for it.
Yeah.
So,
Get there.
I didn't get him. Come on. What's with the ramp?
He's
Man.
pretty far, man. He's pretty far.
I don't know what the range on that thing is. Ugh, I'm doing sloppy here.
Axar just wants Night Stalker for PvE. Yeah, I hope so. We don't know what that 3rd class is yet. But I mean, it would make some sense if it was something related to that because Night Stalker was the PvE hunter class for sure. Later, King K. Later. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't ask about sprint. It's on shift,
Shift.
by default, which is why I stick with.
Yeah, but I mean, shift is a pretty common
totally.
sprint button, I think. Ooh, so close.
You see, I feel like I can hip fire.
Watch out to your right.
Much better. No, wait, that's
How's
my
your
buddy.
Yeah, but I just see markers. Uh-oh. That's not good.
30 seconds.
Time to run. Or wait, did they kill him? They killed him. Nice.
Yeah.
Arc Hunter worst, never use John. That's not true, Bob. I don't think Arc Hunter is the worst. I can see why you
no
think
good, no good.
kill him.
I
I can see why Gunslinger you might like more in PvP, but I thought Arc Strider was fine.
Change my helmet up here.
Yeah, so this is that's the other thing, right? That's slightly different is you have resilience, mobility, and recovery now instead of like int, discipline, and strength.
Right.
So you could increase your resilience so that you don't die as fast, obviously, if you have those as, yeah. So I would say for now, like, it's probably better to beef up your resilience just so you have a little bit of an edge.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing you can do as
We'll do another one. Looks like
27 mentions
Meals
too.
popped off. Thanks
Is-
for playing with me, Meals.
Is
Appreciate it.
when you're Arc Strider, you can also dodge. You can use the dodge to go like forward and
Right.
things like that. So that's good. That's another good tip. Thanks. Turtletitis, I think. If you answered this
Someone
already,
asked about only
sorry.
Arc Strider on the stream. I can switch over to Golden Gun.
Okay, I'll just ask this. Sorry if this has been asked already, but how is the PC running right now? I think it's running
Fine.
great. I feel like couldn't ask for more. 60 frames.
Gamblers, triple jump, strafe jump.
You want Gambler? Wait.
Gambler's dodge. Recharges the melee.
Yeah, you want
Never loads.
Marksman's.
Yeah, you want that one.
I will say the Arc Strider, the interesting combinations you can do with the melee one though is pretty cool because it like
Yeah.
you can refresh it sooner and there's different combos that you can kind of put together.
Yeah, I don't know what this.
R Fox
that
Jr.
means.
The beta doesn't start off as the full version. If I'm understanding your
Invites?
questioning correctly.
No.
2 cool videos, open betas tomorrow. Footlong Gaming, this is out on PC today if you pre-ordered. It's a closed beta, but open tomorrow.
We got this new map again. Okay, let me go into settings here.
Axstar says the 6-shot in Gunslinger really needs to change. Yeah. I see why they added it as a good PvE kind of thing, but maybe it's not as good in PvP, or maybe it is too good. It depends, because like the timer's a lot shorter now though for the Golden Gun. So like if they're not all clumped up, you're probably not gonna get more than 2.
Yeah.
But I could see it being really fun in PvE, just like shooting off 6 Golden Gun shots really quick, like Cade, bang bang bang. All right, John Luke throwing a swarmer. Okay, got 1 swarm grenade on him. And he ran, which is a smart play to his buddy. He's using Nightshade. Yep, the pulse rifle.
They're all together.
Jose, I feel like for me, it feels a little faster than D1.
I would agree.
Ooh, fluxed. Hassan Gouidi. Sorry if I butchered your last name. Yeah, he says 2 weeks. I'm so hyped. It's actually 1 week. It's out next week on console. So
another 6-7 weeks.
Leon Carr, no Void Hunter in beta, just Arcstrider and Gunslinger. Jeez, blanking there. I was like thinking of all the like other solar classes for some reason. Streamline Security asking, is the frame rate locked at 60 or can it be unlocked?
It is unlocked, I believe.
Nice. See, you would think that would kill him, but it didn't. So you gotta, like,
look at that.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Behind you.
Shoot.
It's okay. That guy had poor aim.
Yeah, that guy should have killed me.
It's also hard to tell, Hassan, on a stream to see this, like the true 60, probably.
Right.
Streams, I feel like, never necessarily do justice to how it actually looks. Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
2v1.
that's not gonna go well. Ooh. I don't love that SMG. I don't know.
I don't know if that's true, Supersonic Station. Is Xbox One X really 60? No, right?
Nope.
They're both locked at 30,
they
right?
said all
consoles are locked at 30.
Yeah. Same with Xbox One X, same with PS4 Pro.
And then there's that huge controversy of, like, is it because of the, like, Sony exclusive thing?
They recently made a statement about it where they said it was just because of, like...
They'd rather... Because, like, they couldn't
make the game they wanted to make or something. They're like, well, that game does exist. It's called the PC. And I don't know, it's not. He's not a little condescending about it in a way that I was kind of like, ugh, like, come on, dude. I think the smarter thing would have been, the smarter excuse is that, okay, it can only do 30 on regular consoles. It could do 60 on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, but if we were to do that, it would make it unfair in Crucible. So to, you know, keep that even for players, we're just going to lock it at 30. Like, that is the smarter way to, like, explain that, I think.
Got it. Spooky, we're answering as many questions as we can. If you have a question, feel free to shoot it on over, and I'll try to answer it or send it along to Jean-Luc. Either way. I think Leon Carr says stream looks great on 1080 60p, which is source. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. It's 30 for console guys though, just so you know. And to Rick, to I think R Fox Jr.'s point, you do get to play the first story mission. So in that regard, I guess like the intro is kind of there for you, but after that, we don't know what's gonna how it goes after that, right? So,
yep, there we go.
He's also using Nightshade. Yep.
I keep forgetting that I have that V button. I never use it, and that's really bad.
You should do that.
Zone A lost.
Yeah, Twitch Reflex. Grenade launchers are a one-hit kill if you can actually like direct hit with them. But I think like Natural Instinct for people that have played some of those older games.
Oh, I missed all of those.
Like Quake and whatnot. Just I had the instinct to shoot them into the ground, but yeah. I would just say, as mentioned earlier by a lot of people, just use a fusion rifle for power weapons once you get it, because like main ingredient's a one-shot kill. It's like easier to like aim that, or you can snipe with a copperhead.
Ooh.
Is the social hub from the first game back? No, technically the tower is Dunzo.
But there is a social.
There
hub,
is a
yes.
social hub, yeah. But the tower itself from D1 is Dunzo.
And try this rocket grenade launcher again. But
all right, just make sure you're like aiming for them, like, or dump all of them and get a kill.
Dump it.
There you go.
That's my only solution, is to dump it.
That's fine. He died though.
He's dead, so it's fine. I don't think it's efficient.
This is PC, R Fox Jr. Console beta was like a couple weeks ago. It'll be out, released next week on console. Man, this guy is crazy charging with a pulse rifle. Come on, I believe in you.
Ah!
Okay, that's another
a different guy.
That's fine. A hairy white guy. Open beta is tomorrow. That is correct.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Yeah, I think you just got to ADS a little bit more, even though it might not be habit for you. There you go. Did you guys really not kill that guy?
Just not.
You know what the one thing I want them to add in this version is, though? I really want them to do what the Division did, which is, like, allow you to have a different language. Because, by God, do I want to play in Japanese. Do you know how hype...
Have you heard
Yes!
Japanese Destiny?
Yes. Do you know how hype Shax gets? He gets so hype in Japanese. It's, like, it's so good. Man.
Japanese voice actors, something about the language, like the way they express hype, it sounds so much cooler than English.
Yeah. And I mean, just, I think I was watching the Dota, the TI, right? The international?
Yeah.
And they were just showcasing, you know, international casters, you know, like Korean casters in particular, and just, like, how excited and hyped they get, like, even though nothing is happening. Yeah. It just sounds like they're so, like, oh, you know, like, and he's just, like, walking, you know.
The emotion they express is
1 minute.
excellent.
Nice.
Got him.
Well played there.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I'll drop the PC specs. If you're asking for our PC specs, I don't have all of those on me, but it's an i7. I think i7 7700K with a 1070. I believe we have like 32 gigs of RAM. That's like the kind of like the most important parts, I guess. SSD, obviously. Nice. Here we go. Heating up here. Heating up. This guy's gonna die too.
You have zone advantage.
Nope.
Okay, not like that though.
Ugh.
You can try preloading. I'm not sure if it's out there yet. Yeah, Spanish soccer announcers also get very hype.
Yep.
Yep.
Zone C lost.
But yeah, I would really like a Japanese like voice pack if I could change it. I don't know if that's in the game, because like the only way you could get that right now is if you go like buy a Japanese version of Destiny or play the Japanese version of Destiny.
You ever see that that Japanese
Kill him.
Taken King ad?
Oh yeah, that was so cool. In the laundry,
in
in the laundry
laundromat,
mat, right? Yeah. That was great.
This is really good. Do you think there is like a big community in Japan? Because it's a console game.
I mean, you got someone there playing. That's Japanese, right? I'm pretty sure that's Japanese.
That's not.
It's kanji.
That's kanji.
So I don't know, but I think there's a pretty decent demographic, I would assume. But I know that one of my old raid friends had a friend in Japan playing. He was there overseas, like I think teaching or something, and he would play from Japan.
That's cool.
So we were able to get him into some raids because we needed an extra person. Yeah, it's easy to hear the overacting. I don't mind it. I like the overacting. I want the hype, you know? They don't see the preload yet for Battle.net. That's Leon Carr. So maybe tomorrow, guys. Maybe I have to wait till tomorrow. But it's free tomorrow, so. You can't throw your weapon at the enemy, a la Zelda bow.
That'd be good. We can do one more of this, and then we could try their
and then
Counter-Strike mode, whatever it's called.
That should be pretty.
We'll be good.
We're pretty good after that, yeah. Push broom. I don't know how large the final release will be. Unless, like, I don't know in terms of hard drive space, and I don't know in terms of like content either. So we'll see. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good rig, a hairy white guy. He says he has a 7700K with a 1080 and 16 gigs of RAM.
Dang.
1440p, 60 FPS. Here I come. Yep. Sounds about right. Console hot. Let's not get into too much Game of Thrones, even though that's not even a big deal there. As the season finale was yesterday. So.
I'll just say.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Pretty solid one? I watched it, so yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, solid.
Yeah. Push broom asking, can you move the camera view box up?
Oh, like you're at the pip.
Oh. I mean, I don't. That should be a solid spot, to be honest. I mean, I could just get rid of it here real quick if you want to just watch gameplay.
You could do bottom maybe would make more sense, but yeah. We can get rid of it.
I just got rid of it for now. It's fine.
Sure.
Oh, you got stuck. Kill him. Oh, you lived.
Somehow.
That's weird. It sounded like it stuck you. So that's the little shield, and he's teabagging.
Zone C lost.
No, keep the face cam. All right, I'll move it. Jeez. For the stream, all right. For the stream, I will move it. Let's see. Game pip. Oops. There we go.
Oh, was hitting him.
Get us bottom right. Camera. Shortly, guys, I'll fix the. All right, there we go. Boom, we're back. Bottom right.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah. Kill that guy too. He's probably waiting for power weapon, my guess. Yeah, I feel you, Matt Downs. He says, I really want to play PC, but there's no way I'm starting over a month of playing console. That's the tough one.
Right.
I think that you almost just have to wait, in a sense, if you're going to really commit to PC, I feel like. Unless you're okay with he's a shotgun.
Yep, that was
tough.
not going to end.
It's going to be tough. So,
Okay.
have you guys gone to the social space? Can you show it? I don't believe it's accessible right now. The farm was accessible at some point, like for one day for stress testing. I'm not sure if they're doing that for this too. Don't walk through that or you'll get hurt.
No, I'm just using it.
Yeah.
You captured Zone C.
OCSF, OC Soccer Football, asking, how does the PC
Flank
run?
from all sides. It runs great.
Everyone is great. Twitch Reflex says they do have a partnership with NVIDIA, so if you buy a graphics card, you're going to get the game for free. That's cool.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Oh,
I was like, please, John Luke, not like this. Not like this. Supersonic Station, are you guys getting an Xbox One X? I'm personally not. Did you pre-order one?
Nope.
Okay. I mean,
we'll get some in the office. And
yeah.
That'll be fun to try, but
I just
didn't really have any interest in
I
buying one.
currently just don't have like a game that I would want to play on it. So like that's not there's no motivating factor for me to then get an Xbox One X.
Maybe Assassin's Creed. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can really see
It's fair.
this year being interested in. Other than that, though, I don't know. My phone vibrate.
So this is a person's opinion. Doughboy Gaming at GameSpot, you can only play Destiny 2 people within your own region because of the limitations of Battle.net. Steam would have been so much better. I mean, I can't necessarily dispute that.
I was playing with that Japanese guy. So what do you mean your own region?
So the way Battle.net works is that there's 3 regions that you can pick from. You can pick Americas, Europe, and one, is it Asia for the third one, I think? So then if you can only then play in those said regions.
Got it.
And you're locked to it. So like you can't move your character to Europe. You'd have to start another Europe character. But I will say, I think if you own it, you at least don't have to buy multiple copies. It's just that you don't get your character in another region. Like you'd have to start over.
Switch regions.
Yeah, you'd have to start over though. You won't have your character though.
That sucks.
Yeah. So that is the problem. Now, obviously, you know, Activision owns both companies, so it was probably structurally easier for them to put it onto Battle.net. And maybe it's just a business decision too. Hard to say. Nice. Oh, Archstrider's gonna clean it up. Oh, he's got the Sentinel. He's going Captain America. You should pick. Oh no, you have Max. I was gonna say you should get his orb.
Zone advantage is yours.
If you guys are gaming media, why would you not have all the consoles? To be fair, I mean, internally in the office.
Oh yes,
we
in
will
the office
have
we do.
all of them. I thought you were asking us
Dang it,
personally if we were buying an Xbox One X.
Yes. Yeah, internally we will have some. We're gonna, play games on it here in the office. But as far as me personally buying one, it's not like I get it for free if I work in here or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, Dawnblade's rolling up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Lock and load day 1, man. It's gonna be tough, and adjusting to PC is not necessarily easy. Even if I was to try to play, I'm sure it would be pretty tough for me to get used to the muscle memory of switching to a mouse keyboard. So please bear in mind that that's the thing. Nice. There you go. That was a good switch.
Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone.
Steam cheaters just never stop and never get caught. That's a good point, Parker Wilson. I feel like Blizzard does a pretty good job in terms of like keeping hackers away or getting rid of them, and they have the infrastructure for that.
They do. They're much smaller. They're able to kind of do that.
And they can focus on it, right? They know that that's
right.
Like this is a game that they have to care about and worry about. They only have so.
I'm sure Bungie will have a dedicated PC team that probably works on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Delboy Gaming, just again talking about the regions and whatnot. He says he's in the UK and has many friends all over the world, in Australia, USA, and it just sucks to not be able to play with them without actually having to make a new character.
That's actually like a really good point.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of. I want to say that's kind of like how it is on console too, though.
Is it? I don't really know.
Yeah, I think so. Because like I said, if I wanted to play the Japanese version, right, I'd have to be on Japanese PSN and then buy the Japanese.
You can still play against Japanese players.
But yeah, but they would have to be on, I think, the US or whatnot. Yeah.
They got a cloak.
Come on.
Let's try the other mode.
All right, let's try some hot Counter-Strike. Thinking Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty all weekend.
Played a fair amount of that yesterday.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Vasco Val, hi. How can you how do you compare this with the PS4 Pro version?
The Pro version.
Well, Pro is 30.
Pro's 30. As far as visually goes, I'm not really sure. I feel like it'd be pretty minute differences.
Outside of so in terms of graphics,
I'd love to see like a comparison.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for that hot Digital Foundry
those
graphics
guys always
comparison.
do really good stuff.
And I guess obviously the major difference is keyboard and mouse versus
they might actually. I wouldn't be surprised if in a day or two they'll have one comparing this version to like the console beta.
Lock and Load. Do you guys think that Destiny 2 will, as it comes out, be a true sequel or just a Destiny 1 with a few tweaks?
I think it'll be a true sequel.
I think so too. Hope so. I hope so too.
And that's a hard thing to categorize.
Yeah, I'm getting that caught up in that, like, I don't want to call it Destiny 1.5 because that's definitely not fair. But part of me understands why people want to call it that.
Right.
But again, this is a beta. We've only seen 3 things, of which I want to say, outside of the story, we've seen Crucible, right? And we've seen Strikes. Like, they can only tweak that so much. So I'm excited to see the planets. I'm excited to see those NPCs on the planets. I'm excited to see how they change like the patrols and whatnot with like that regard, and just all those like other layers that they're adding. So in that regard, I think it'll be a sequel. So
hey, look, it fixed that.
Cool. Oh, you gotta queue up.
I did. It was but it wouldn't let me queue up and check my settings at the same time.
Got it. Okay. Austin Homan asking, do you guys think they'll add more planets in DLC? That's hard to say. I don't think they've ever done that.
Yeah, the Dreadnought, that was the most.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If you want to classify that as I guess you could classify that as a planet. I guess it acted the same way. It acted the same way. Yeah, okay. So it's possible, I guess, if they want to go with that type of strategy. I think one of them's more Trials of Osiris type based, right? Because you have that icon, and the other one's more Rasputin kind of based, the DLCs.
Right.
At least in terms of just like seeing the icon. So
yeah. Man, not finding anyone in this.
Yeah. Neurosis brings up a good point too. Most people don't remember sequel games like Halo to Halo 2, ODST, etc. They're almost all the same game with some different tweaks.
It's true.
It is true.
I think maybe expecting to be dramatically different is
wow, nobody's playing this, huh?
A little unrealistic.
Too early for this mode. You know what? I bet people are scared that it's the same, that thing where you think it's like you're playing competitive people.
Maybe.
That's what I'm going to go with. You want to, I guess, do one more quick play and then we'll wrap it up?
Yeah.
What's up, the Shadow Hazard? Senpai's here. Me and John Luke have noticed you. There you go. Axstar says, I don't get why Bungie won't allow us to change our character from D1. I mean, you could technically make a new character, right? I mean, if you want to keep your old character, then you keep your old character and you move it over. If not, just make a new character creator. I want to see if the character creator is more in depth this time.
Me too.
Around. Like, or if it's kind of like that similar, like here's 12 tile sets,
right?
or
yeah.
9 tile sets. Pick a tile set.
Like the faces looked really nice, but there were very limited options. A lot of repeats. You see, like my friend accidentally made the exact same looking face.
Oh, really?
Just by like pure accident.
Nice. I'm on fire. Why does Destiny 2 sell only on BNet? I thought they only sell their own games. Well, Activision owns both companies, and they're using the, like, I'm guessing they're got to be using like Blizzard's like server structure or something like that for it to be running on Battle.net. So it makes sense that it's being sold on Battle.net.
When you go on there, it actually says, it'll say Blizzard Games now, and then at the bottom it says Activision, and then it has Destiny there, which kind of implies like.
Do you think they're gonna start doing that more often?
That's kind of what I'm wondering, if they're gonna maybe make that, because the thing is, Activision doesn't actually sell that many games in a year. They only sell like a couple. So it's not like it would necessarily get overcrowded, but if they eventually, I don't know, like, do you think like Call of Duty would ever do that? Like they'll put Call of Duty.
We'll find out soon, right? That's November 3rd.
They would announce that by now if they did.
Like the next one?
Yeah, maybe the next one. I don't know.
We got a new like Uplay situation.
But the one thing about that is, Battle.net games, games on Battle.net are very much like service-based games with a very long tail.
Yeah.
You know, so Destiny kind of makes sense. It's a service-based game
because there's constant
patches
patching,
and updates. You know, the Destiny 1 ran for like 3 years, right? Call of Duty is not. It has DLC, but it's not a service-based game in the sense that like they put out a new one every year. Like it becomes outdated. So I don't think Call of Duty in its current format would necessarily be a good fit for Battle.net.
Do you keep the loot from the beta? No, you don't, The Killing Joke.
Nope.
Unfortunately, you do not. Quick play, says Lock and Load. Well, my guess is that, you know, beta's new today. A lot of people are probably going through Story and Strike.
Right.
You know, because PvP, I wouldn't say it's more niche, but there's probably less people, you know, doing the PvP thing compared to PvE. So, do you think this will make it as an esport now? I don't know, Streamline. I mean, I think they're going to continue to do some of those like little smaller side tournaments where they kind of bring, you know, some of the prominent streamers and PvPers out, and they'll have events. I don't know if they're ever going to go like full on though. I mean,
I don't think they will.
Maybe the hope was that with the kind of 4-on-4, maybe that was a way to kind of push that a little bit. I don't think so. I'm going to give you that really businessy line, which I don't necessarily want to give you, but I mean, games like these, like competitive shooters, should become an esports kind of more through the community first, and then like I kind of just gave the Cliffy B thing, even though like he's like, you know,
but that's what I
it should start that way, right? Like that's Blizzard's philosophy. Now I don't know how much impact that has on Destiny, but Blizzard's philosophy generally is they want to make a good solid game that is, you know, easy to pick up and play and enjoyable, but hard to master. And through that, you're hoping then that with that ragdoll that it becomes an esport that way, right? But you don't want to necessarily just build your game as an esport first. I think that's tougher. So that's my answer to that. I don't.
I feel the exact same way. Anytime I see a company that tries to push something as an esport before it's like even close to being out, I think it's like, you guys are trying to get ahead of yourselves, and I don't know, I feel like people see through that. Like people tend to gravitate towards something of their own accord rather than because you're trying to tell them it's like an esport.
They've taken the lead. You could turn this tide.
Why do you guys love Sony so much as Supersonic Station? I don't love Sony like that much more than Microsoft. It's just that in terms of the games I enjoy playing, they happen to be on a Sony platform, or if they're on both platforms, I already own a PlayStation. Like I just personally haven't had. You know what game I wanted to buy an Xbox One for before the Xbox One X got announced? Scalebound.
Yeah.
And what happened to Scalebound?
True. That was
like,
probably the most exciting game.
I was ready. I was like, yep, I'm finally going to get my Xbox One, and it's going to be for Scalebound. Nice shot there.
Thank you.
And then they canceled it, and I was just sad.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I could watch fighting like this
you know,
forever.
they got the action games like Nier, they got the RPGs like Persona and Yakuza. Like PlayStation's just got the games I want to play. It really has nothing to do.
It's personal preference.
I have zero allegiance to like a brand or anything like that. Like I, you know, Last generation, I primarily played Xbox 360. I had a PS3 and I played some games on it, but most of the time it was 360. And then with this one, I switched to PS4. Like I go with wherever offers the best experience for me personally.
Yeah.
You know, if next generation, if that happens, who knows how that's gonna work. If Xbox has it better than PlayStation, I'll go to Xbox.
Lifeline 1, we'll try to see if we can access that chat functionality after the game, or like.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that, how that works. I'm sure if anyone knows how I activate that, I really want to know.
They stole Scalebound from me. Never again, says Tay. That's not a never again. It was just more. That was a compelling reason for me, and it's gone now.
Oh, hiding there.
Tin HN54.
Bam.
Is there anything you're excited to play in Destiny 2? Mines are the Lost Sectors. It sounds like a mini dungeon in an MMO. That sounds very interesting to me. I have always loved the raids, except for Crota maybe. But I've always loved the raids, so I'm looking forward to the raids. I'm just looking forward to, like I said, more, personally, more Destiny, obviously, but their spin and take on some of that new stuff. Nice. Stopped him from getting the power ammo, too. Mystic Law, any thoughts on Rockstar promotion? I think Rockstar knows what they're doing. I think they realize that they're not,
yeah, that was gonna happen.
They can do whatever they want, man.
Oh, yeah,
when they want to talk to you and send you out a trailer, they're going to do it. And they're going to show up when they want to. And I think that's great and fine. Like, when they want to announce some more Red Dead 2 stuff, I'm sure it's going to be crazy. Parker Wilson. Scalebound was a crybaby teen who played with dragons. I don't disagree. I thought it was more like a DMC.
Dante?
Dante. DMC meets some dragons, and then you can morph into like a dragon, half man. So, I don't know. I thought it was cool. That's just me, though. Axstar wants you to ADS more.
On it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Totally ADS that guy.
For chat later, he says press T. Does that work? Oh, yeah. Hey there. Was worth, says Meals.
Thanks,
so it does work.
Thanks, Meals.
Cool. Thank you for that, AROD077. Thank you for that. So that was chat real quick.
That was chat. There was my brief chat interaction. That was funny. Kind of in a weird spot. But I guess like there's nothing else.
Jose Linares, I don't know what type of sliders they're going to have for character creator. I'm going to guess it's not going to be too crazy. I hope it's got something, but we'll see.
My guess is not much. I don't even know what the faces look like because we can't take the helmets off in the beta.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
There's the toggle, but if you do it, nothing happens.
Oh, okay, got it. Arthur Rios, does the FOV feel different from PS4 to PC?
FOV? Yeah. It defaulted to what, like 85?
I think 85
at the beginning, which is probably what the console was, and you go up to 105. I'm at 100 right now.
Yeah.
The pressure on. You're getting stronger as you fight. I love it. Zone C lost.
Ooh, nice. I kind of heard the shots, but I'm looking at chat. I think he means the Rockstar drink that is giving codes for Destiny 2. Oh. What do I think about that? It's fine. You know what the weirder one is? Pop-Tarts. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I say that's kind of weird only... Well, okay. Actually, it's not that weird when you think about what company we're dealing with here. We're dealing with Activision, right?
Activision. They'll go.
They have double... But the thing is, you get XP bonus. You know that, right?
For getting Pop-Tarts?
For the Pop-Tarts, I think.
Man, do I have to buy Pop-Tarts?
So,
no, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to lie. I did the Doritos thing for Call of Duty. I didn't buy that many bags, but I bought some bags. But the good thing about that was, like, the codes work more than once, so you could give it to a friend. But,
is that the one where they actually put the codes on the back?
Yeah, it's on the back of the bag. You could technically go to take a picture.
I knew people who went and took a bunch of pictures.
Yeah. Like, hey, who needs a code? I got 10.
No, they just did it for themselves.
Oh, okay. So Rockstar Energy drinks are going to have free XP codes on the can. Okay, people are going to go take pictures of that then.
Yeah,
that's just what's going to happen.
Those cans.
Is Mayweather in this game? Nah, he's not. Neither is McGregor. McGregor was in Call of Duty, though.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in that one. Was it Black Ops 3? No, sorry, not Black Ops 3. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
What's the one where you start off in the ice level and then you get punched out? Do you know? Oh, shoot. Chat will help me out in a second.
Okay. Also, I hit the wrong button. Still kind of getting used to these controls.
Oreo Pop-Tarts.
Is that the... Oh, yeah. What flavors are they offering with it?
I don't know. I don't know. Can't wait to see all the open Pop-Tart boxes at my local supermarket. Yeah. The Pop-Tart boxes will have little ghosts on them, I guess.
You captured Zone C. You have zone advantage.
Don't forget you got super later.
Yep.
Clear something out, hopefully. Oh, but you got golden gun, huh? Oh, get over there, quick. Yeah. Just like Cade. Random shot.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the tough part, like,
yeah,
with
it's
the
so,
speed of it now.
right.
Like, I wish, I don't know, there might be a toggle. We'd have to look. I kind of wish you just could pick, like, 3 slow or 6 fast. There might be, though. I again, didn't play that much Hunter in the beat. Oh,
I don't think
no.
there is, but
He has to run. Oh, he killed him. Nice. Killed him with the grenade
these
launcher.
guys got that one.
Rockman, can't wait till tomorrow so I can play it. Yeah, it's going to be open beta tomorrow. It was Infinite Warfare. Thank you, Unvash, Panchel, and AK Star 187. He was in one though. He punched you out in the beginning. He was part of like that bad team of things.
Oh, okay.
All right. How do we fare that time? Not bad.
Not bad. Did okay.
Not bad. Did okay. 1.6 KD. That's good. It's good.
Not terrible.
A lot better. All
Turn
right.
to orbit. All right, I think it's gonna do it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So that was our Destiny 2 closed beta PC live stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for driving there.
Yeah.
John Luke. So, yeah, if you guys want to play, it'll be available open beta tomorrow. It'll run till the 31st. And the game comes out on console, PS4, and Xbox One next week on Wednesday, which is a weird day. I know that got moved up, but it's just weird because it's not Tuesday. Because most games come out on Tuesday, but whatever. And the social area is not in the PC beta, unfortunately, for those asking. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be live again tomorrow. We're going to actually have Mario Rabbids tomorrow, which is an interesting, fun game on the Switch.
Yeah, I want to pick that up.
So come back at 11 tomorrow. We got Lobby as well on Wednesday, and then we'll be still streaming every day at 11, just so you guys know. But until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.